We are joined now by Brendan Allen, who will face Karl Roberson April 24th at UFC 261. Brendan, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm really good. It's been a little while since we've seen you inside the cage, man. Tell me, what has life been like for you?
Man, just hanging out, training. 2021's just literally been all training. I was planning the fight in February and tried, but everything was packed up. So, yeah, I finally got a fight in April and just been training all year.
I really haven't spoke to you since you made the move down to Sanford MMA. Just tell me what that has been like, and how you've evolved as a fighter since going down there.
It's great, man. They got so many good guys in the room, good coaches. It's one of the best gyms in the world. It's hard to, try to compete with the talent, the facility. It's just insane. There's so much knowledge in that room. There's so many good people. It's really hard to try to compete with it. It's been great. I've learned a lot. Still learning a lot. It feels nice to be able to grow and learn something new every day and have so many different outlooks on things and just so many high level experienced guys there.
Yeah, who have been some of the main guys you're getting your work in with?
I work with Ongla a lot. Ongla and Singh. I work with my guy Tuco. Work with Philip Halls a lot. Phil Halls. I work with my boy Delano, who fights for Titan a lot. Jason Jackson. Work with so many guys. I'm gonna miss a lot of them, but Pat Downey, he's been helping me a lot with my wrestling, the past couple camps, and that's been great. Work with obviously all the coaches, Henry Hooft, Greg Jones, Kami, Wagner Rocha, and my guy Jason Strout. Man, there's so many guys. I'm missing so many. I know it, but I work with Steve Mowry this camp a lot. Anthony Johnson, just everyone, man. There's so many people everywhere where you look.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day on Instagram of Jason Jackson and Luke Rockhold just getting after it, man. Is that what it's pretty much like every day there in sparring?
Not all the times. Yeah, that was them at Hard Knocks. I saw that. Yeah, it's not like that every day. It's kind of like up to you. You know what I mean? If you want to go super hard, you and your guy can go super hard. If you want to just work on some things, you can work on some things. But yeah, we have 2 sparring days a week, and they can get like that. But it just depends who you go with.
Yeah. Did you feel like it just made the most sense for you, just body wise, weight class wise, to make that move to Sanford versus Rufus Sport? Like, was that one of the main reasons, just the volume of training partners and the right ones size wise?
I left Rufus Sport because when everything happened, I only had 2 training partners that I was normally going to train with. One of them was going through some family problems. The other one had a concussion, so I had nobody to train with. And on a week's notice, I had already been to Florida to visit some friends before, and while I was here, I just one of my friends asked me to come with him to train. So I just watched it because I had the fractures. And so when everything happened, I just reached out to him and um, the coaches, and they were down with me coming, and it was just the fastest thing that I could, make work. And I already had like basically family here where I could stay, so it just happened super fast and it was super easy, and I just really enjoyed it because for me it was here or Fortis, and I would have had to figure out a lot of things real fast to try to figure out Fortis, whereas here was just already basically done. Then the people that I knew, I'd already seen the guys at the gym, the coaches, and when I visited. So yeah, it just made the most sense, and now there's insane amount of guys to train with and high levels and so many different opinions and experiences, and it's just it's really good.
Yeah, I'm sure you're still talking to GM3 quite a bit. You must miss seeing him around though, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. I miss all the guys that I used to train with out there. Anthony, Sergio, Jordan, Newman, my guy Rafians, Brian Batista, Christian Rodriguez, all those guys, man. I miss them a lot, but unfortunately, I had to be kind of selfish and do what's best for me and my family. And I still talk to those guys a good bit, and yeah, man, I miss them a lot. But got a lot of new friends here too as well, and maybe hopefully sometime they'll come down and train a little bit.
There you go. Well, I'm happy that things are going well for you. I haven't spoken to you since the Sean Strickland fight, man. What's the takeaway from that? What can you take from that to make yourself a better fighter here moving forward?
Um, there's just a lot of things that I didn't do. That I had trained for the Heinisch fight, and I don't know, I don't know. There was just a lot. I messed up, man. I got caught. I made the wrong audible, and I got caught. That's simple. Now I just got to go out and beat Roberson, and then I'll be ready for the next week. As long as if I go polls, I'll be ready. I'll jump in for that fight, and if not, hopefully I'll get the winner, and hopefully Strickland wins so I can break his jaw.
Okay, all right. Well, I know the fans would love to see that matchup happen. So, as far as Kevin Holland goes with his fight against Derek Brunson, were you surprised at that outcome? Did you anticipate the fight going that way?
Yeah, I kind of did. I thought Derek would like pull out a finish eventually, but it's, everything's different. But yeah, I saw Brunson winning like that, taking him down, beating him up, grinding through him, and just making it gritty fight. But yeah, I definitely saw um, Brunson getting that W.
You did tweet afterwards that you wanted to a rematch with Holland just for the trash talk. Is that something that I mean, he's got a lot of hype behind him right now, and rightfully so. This is the first loss he's had in quite a while. Is that a rematch that you would entertain? Obviously, if the UFC came to you and wanted to run it back.
100%. I'll fight any one of my wins or losses again. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not like the guys that eat and they're like, "Oh, I'll fight you," and then give an excuse not to. Um, I'm down to fight him again. It's just gonna be worse this time, though. The beat gonna be worse. We're gonna pick up where we left off. Um, yeah, I don't think he's gonna come to me. He said he wanted to fight me again, but I don't really think that's the case, to be honest. But yeah, whatever. I'll fight him for his number. I'll take his number from him.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens here. I wanted to get your take too on Israel Adesanya moving up to fight Jan Blachowicz for the light heavyweight title, losing. I mean that's got to be great for the division, right? I mean it keeps him at 185. Were you anticipating the fight to go that way? And what's your take, I guess, on a lot of these champions that have been champions for a while that are trying to get two belts? It's because it does hold up the weight classes.
I think it's good, man. I wasn't a huge Israel fan, like as a person. Like I respected his abilities and how he fought, especially against Costa. He looked great. He looked like it's going to take a lot to beat him. And after the Young fight, I like the things that he said and the way he acted. I really like that and the way he viewed it. As far as if you want to do champion shit or if you want to be legendary, you got to do these types of things. And how he took the loss and things like that. What was one of the sayings where he's like, "I've lost in life, I've lost in fighting, lost in this, but I'll always come back. It's part of life. I'm gonna lose." I had a lot of respect for him. As far as like fighting different divisions, I think it's good, man. I mean, if you can do it, you can do it. You're gonna make more. Eventually, you're gonna make more money, more fans, more money, more eyes. Hell, if you can do it, why not? I don't knock nobody. I mean, it is what it is. It's good for them. Eventually it needs more eyes anyway. So if you eventually get to fight that person, then it's more money for you too.
Right now in the middleweight division, do you feel like there's anyone that can dethrone Adesanya and become a new champion?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if he fights how he fought against Costa, how fast he looked and how sharp he looked, I think it's. I don't see anybody foreseeably like right now that can do it. But then again, Derek Brunson was. I haven't watched that fight in a while, but from what I remember, he was kind of winning the fight a little bit in that round. I mean, I know it was the first round, of course, but and then he got knocked out with the knee. I guess the closest person that I could see is either DB or I would like to see Whitaker run it back with him. He was so dominant as a champion, and for him not to get an automatic rematch, or for him to have to fight so many guys to get a rematch, I don't know. I think it's a little messed up, but it's a fight. Anything can happen, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you on Whitaker, man. I think Bobby Knuckles should get another shot at it, and I think the second fight would be different. I don't know if Whitaker would win, but I think it'd be very, very competitive. All right, let's talk about UFC 261, man. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. How far is that from Sanford?
From Sanford, maybe like 5 hours, 5.5 hours. I stay a little north of Sanford, so about 5 hours for me.
So would you be driving or are you gonna be flying?
Yeah, I'm driving. Anything not to fly. I hate flying.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. Who's gonna be there come fight night in your corner?
I'm gonna have Greg Jones, Jason Strout, and then we're waiting on hotel situation to see how it's gonna work as far as like there's gonna be a bubble or if people can go as they please because of the open venue. But that's gonna determine my third. But I think my buddy Tuco is gonna be there again, so that's what I'm hoping on. But if it's a come and go hotel, then that's what it'll be. If it's a closed hotel where you can't leave and all that stuff, then I'll have to do my boy Jay, my dietitian, because obviously I need to get the weight down.
Mm-hmm. What's the weight at right now? I know we're still a little ways out.
I was 206.8 after practice, so we're 4.5 weeks out, so
Yeah.
no problem.
So that's good. That's right on point. Tell me about this matchup with Karl Roberson, man. Like I got a lot of respect for him. He's a tough guy. He's 9-3. He had that loss to Marvin Vettori. No shame in losing to him. That guy's a stud. Prior to that, he had some wins over Wellington Turman and Roman Kopylov. How do you like this matchup for yourself?
I like it, man. I feel like he's going to be coming out really strong, really a lot better. I guess the best version of himself is what I'm expecting. A picture of him a couple of days ago, and he looks skinny. So I feel like he's taking it very seriously. I feel like he's going to come out and be good. But I think it's just different. Like I'm a different guy than when he's fought. Marvin Vettori looks pretty good someday. Like and it's fights. I think he looked pretty good against Hermanson. But I don't think Marvin Vettori is as great as the hype says he is. To be honest, he's living off of a loss to Israel when Israel didn't look like Israel, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I don't think Carl's really fought anyone that's like me. I'm just different. And a lot of the times I don't even show it. Like, they say every fight, you should be better, or you see some of the same guy in every fight. For some reason, if that makes sense. But I can evolve so quickly because I haven't got to show. I've just shown the surface. I haven't shown what's beneath it. No one's got to see what's in the gym, things like that. And I show a little bit more every fight, and I feel like I can adapt really good. And that was one of the things that really pissed me off about what I did in the Strickland fight was, I just didn't do half the things that I normally do, and I still feel like I was winning the first round. I mean, I feel like judges' scorecards he won off the takedown per se, but I don't think he won that round. But yeah, I feel like I feel it's gonna be a good fight. To be honest, long answer, but I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. I'm expecting a really good Karl Roberson. I know he's gonna come out hard and strong, but I think my pressure, how technical I am, but also how gritty I can be, is gonna be something. I don't think I can be used to somebody as gritty as I am and as gritty as I can be, and just relentless when I feel that. Especially if I get on top of him, it's just gonna be a bad night for him if I get on top of him. He can get up. He's got good explosions to get up, but he's not going to get up without eating one elbow or a punch. Or he's not. He's going to feel it. You know what I mean? So I look forward to it. I'm just ready to get there. It's I've only been home for 2 weeks this whole year. I mean, I know the year just started, but by the time we get home, by the time we fight, it'll be 5 months. I've been home for 2 weeks, so I'm just ready to get there, fight, and go home and see my kid. I'm gonna actually come back here for a couple days just to make sure on the Strickland Jotko fight, and then go home for a month and then come back.
Gotcha. Well, you got a lot of great things going on right now in your world, man. What's your official prediction for this Robertson fight? Do you envision it getting out of the first round, or do you feel like you're gonna maybe clip him and finish him with strikes, or grab his neck?
Honestly, man, I don't have one for this one. I really trying to put it back to what I used to feel and what Coach Greg Jones told me. Like I just got to win every scramble, every transition, every exchange. As long as I do those three things, I'm gonna win the fight, whether it's a decision or I finish him or whatever the case may be. I'm just focused on winning everything, and you know, whatever happens, happens. If it's a 3 round fight, it's a 3 round fight. I'm ready to go for that anyway. So I'm just gonna go out there and put the pressure on him and see if he can take it. I know he's gonna be looking for that big shot, looking for my temples, and yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Well, again, Brendan will fight Karl Roberson April the 24th at UFC 261. Always a pleasure to talk to you, my man. Before I let you go, tell people where they can find you on social media. And if you have anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, the floor is yours.
All right, man. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's always good talking to you. Follow me on Instagram at B_Allen185, Brendan MMA on Twitter, and then just Brendan Allen or Brendan Allen on Facebook. Of course, I always want to thank Carry Construction. They always really help me out for my camps. Demand the Limits, a good partner of mine. Injury Law here in Florida. Um, I have so many, man. So many great people that are helping me. My friend Tuco and his wife and May let me stay with them this camp, and it's been great. It's real nice to be in a house like this, and it's great. Of course, thank you to Sanford. It's been great training camp, great training partners. Daru Strong, my guy Phil Daru and Anne Marie taking care of making sure that we're in good shape. And I know I'm gonna miss a lot of people and so many sponsors, but right off the top of my head, that's what I can feel right now. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. You have a good day.